All right, y'all, this is the first view of the morning. This is the view from Hawk Rock. Good afternoon, y'all.
So this is not the AT. This is the Tuscarora Trail. We just wanted to stop and give it a quick shout out. So this is the trail that we thru-hiked by sections last summer and really got us training for the Appalachian Trail. And like for you did tons and tons of sections on it this past summer and fall. And it's 250 miles. Starts here in Pennsylvania. We are near the Darlington Shelter on the Appalachian Trail. And it goes for 250 miles and reconnects back in with the Appalachian Trail down in the Shenandoah National Park. And it is a fantastic training trail. So for us, I mean, it gives you a taste of what Pennsylvania Rocks is going to be like. It gives you some really good climbs that tells you what climbing mountains is going to be like.
Yep.
There are some really good shelters along the way. Big shout out to the Charlie Irving shelter. That is an amazing shelter. And the people supporting it is the PATC that maintains it, and the people supporting this trail are just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We've been in contact with them so much over the past year.
Yep. And
they are just that heartwarming people, honestly wonderful. For us, I mean, this really just kind of gives us the feels. But if you are not able to, you know, jump on and do an Appalachian Trail thru-hike, this is a great place to come out and be able to do a 250-mile thru-hike. You can actually do a full loop of the Tuscarora Trail, connect into the Appalachian Trail, and loop right back up to where you started and get just a little over like a 500-mile trek out of it. I think they call it the Tuscalachin Loop. So lots of options here, and definitely recommend you check it out.
Yep, for sure. And the AT is literally 20 yards that way.
Yeah, I'm looking at the AT. I could throw my trekking pole and land the trekking pole right in the middle of the trail. So,
but we had to come back and visit this spot for sure.
All right, guys.
Let's get to trekking.
Well, hello guys. This is your all's second view of the day. It's not a named view other than we're looking down into the Cumberland Valley. This is my first view of the day, and pretty much kind of my only. I'm going to be heading back after this.
Check this out, y'all. Just came up on this really old cemetery. All right, y'all. 20.4 more miles done. I can see the truck. There's Amethyst. Getting dinner together.
Getting started. Hi guys. Hi honey.
Hi baby. Good evening, y'all.
It is 7:30 in the evening and you've had a pretty long day.
Yeah, pretty eventful day.
So we got up pretty early this morning and I drove over to another parking lot and picked up some viewers that wanted to hike with Mishap today and drove them down to the parking lot where Mishap was waiting, and they hiked back to their vehicle with Mishap. So they got like an 8-mile hike in with you. And from there, I took over for them and hiked about 2.5 miles in with Mishap. And then I turned around and went back to the truck and tested my foot a little bit. Meh, it hurts. We'll see how it goes for the next one. But, you know, I expected it to hurt, but it's still walkable. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes over the next couple of days. How was the hike for you?
When I was with Ron and Christine, first thing this morning, we went up to Hawk Rock, and that the view from up there was amazing. Nice. Absolutely wonderful view. We spent probably 10 or 15 minutes there. They were soaking in the view, and so was I. It was great. I hiked 20.4 miles, but it got interrupted about halfway through the day.
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of pain in my right shin where I fell and hit my leg, and I'll let Amethyst take over from there.
So when we got to the parking lot where Ron and Christine got off and I was going to take over, I had him pull his socks down, let me get a real good look at his leg, and it was red, swollen, warm to the touch. I'm like, honey, that looks like cellulitis, and you're probably going to need to go on some antibiotics for it. So we continued on for our hike together, and he went one past, and I went back, picked up the truck, and when I got down to the next parking area where he was coming through, he's like, man, he said, my leg is just killing me. He said, I think you're right, we need to just go and get the antibiotics, get them in my system rather than waiting till the end of the day. So it was probably better anyhow. Urgent care is a little less busy at like 2:30 than it is at say 5:30. So went ahead and ran him into the urgent care, and it was great experience. I mean, they were wonderful, and we were in and out in, well, like an hour.
Yeah,
tops.
Probably less than an hour.
Yeah, from the time we walked into the door and walked back out, we were in and out in an hour. They got him started on some antibiotics, and yeah, they fully agreed. Looks exactly like cellulitis, and so that it was absolutely fine for him to continue hiking on it. And so he jumped back on the trail, and you know, without the compression hose on, he says that it doesn't hurt quite as much because it's not, you know, squeezing right on that sore and swollen tissue. So I think that helped take some of the edge off for him, plus just, you know, the mental confirmation that, yeah, he was safe to keep hiking on it as well. So yeah, that's it for now. I mean, just give those couple days to work, make sure that the cellulitis clears up. But yep, just one more thing to check off the list of lousy things that can happen to you while you're on trail. And he's not the only person that we've seen with cellulitis on the trail. I mean, there were numerous people we've seen go through. A couple that when we were at hostels that, yeah, it's not that uncommon to happen. So unfortunately, when you're beating and banging your body like this, yeah. Anything else? The mishap count.
The mishap count for the day is 0.
Yeah. I mean, we had a trip to the urgent care, but that was from the mishap 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So other than that, you know, no injuries. We didn't fall. You didn't get stung by any bees.
Which there was a lot of them out there again today. They're everywhere on the trail.
Yes. And I mean, as I was heading back to the truck, I ran across a couple of the other hikers that we've been hiking around, and they were like, oh man, we got stung like 5 times. We got stung like 3 times. Like, yeah.
I see him. I just take off running as fast as I can on this leg. But yeah.
Yeah. So they're out there, and I mean, what are you going to do about it?
Right.
You just got to move past them as quickly as you can and hope for the best. So it's their territory. So.
Yep.
Anything else?
I think that's everything for the day.
All right. Didn't quite get, like, we have a little itinerary that we've set up over the next few days, just trying to get us where we want to be next week to get off in Harper's Ferry. So with yesterday, you kind of fell behind on the miles with your leg, and then today you were able to make a little bit of that back up. So we're still just a little bit behind.
I didn't make any of it up. I'm right back to where I was, 10 miles behind. I'm still 10 miles behind.
Oh, you didn't make any progress?
No,
okay.
I just...
So it was a 10-mile deficit yesterday too,
yes.
then? Okay. But that included a trip into the urgent care. From here, the terrain's supposed to be so much better. So we're down in the Cumberland Valley now, and yeah, there's not much in the way of ups over the next few days. So should be able to cruise a lot better. The rocks are pretty much kind of easing out now. So yeah, he was able to do these last few miles with relative comfort in comparison.
Yeah.
So yeah, should be able to move along and maybe make up those miles over the next few days. We'll see how it goes. I mean, in reality, health comes first, and the miles are just going to happen as they happen. So
right.
Yep.
All right, like always, hit that subscribe button, give us that thumbs up, turn on those notifications, leave a comment below, and we'll see y'all in the morning.
Good night.
Good night.